billion spent this year on Alzheimer's care, and the problem with Alzheimer's disease is that we are always too late. 92% of the people that any neurologist in the US sees in their practice is not eligible for treatment. So you can give me the cure to Alzheimer's today, and only 8% of the people in this country who have it will have access to it. The issue is we're delaying diagnosis, and the reason for that is that this disease whispers very quietly for about 10 years in the background. Whispers, it whispers, it whispers, and then one day it screams. And when it screams, you say, we got to get mom in to see the doctor. Mom left the stove on for 2 days. Mom doesn't know the name of our driveway, our road. That whisper is the white space that we set out to fill. How do you take someone who does not have severe symptoms, who's living a life, people in this room who are VCs and working at a hospital, how do I convince you to do a test when you don't have a symptom? How do I convince you to see an orthopedic surgeon when your knee doesn't hurt, right? That is the challenge. And that's where the opportunity came. The market in and of itself is massive, and we are the first movers globally in this way. So Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan have the blood-based biomarker market at about $30 billion TAM by 2030. There's actually quite a bit more to this. However, for us right now, we use roughly 40 billion as the TAM that we're shooting for. So here's the beauty of this. Many of you recently have seen the FDA approval of p-tau217. I'm sure you read that in the last few weeks. This is an incredible biomarker. I was the first in the US to use this marker in 2018. That's why I tell you the universe built this company, because I bought a machine that was not approved, and I put it in my office and we started testing. What most of you don't know, however, is that the blood-based biomarker, p-tau217, is not binary. It's not just positive or negative. It's positive, it's negative, it's intermediate, and then there's nuance to the positives. You can have chronic kidney disease and be a false positive. You could have had a stroke 3 months ago and be a false positive. You could have a heart attack. All of that, certain medications, all of that nuance needs to be evaluated when you're looking at population testing. And that's how we built Neurogen Biomarking the system. This is a patient-initiated or family-initiated test. You're worried about mom, she's 10 states away, you order, or you're worried about yourself and you're busy. You request the test on our website. We make sure you're the right candidate, and we built that with the best scientists in the world, from Harvard, Wake Forest to Amsterdam. That's our scientific team. We make sure you're the right candidate. So we're not testing 18-year-olds who have anxiety. It's the right patient, 40 and over with a family history, or 50 and over with some type of subjective or objective concern, okay? You get the blood test, you get the kit to your home, press a button, you get 600 microliters of blood. It gets sent